What's going on YouTube? I haven't made a bunch of these walking and talking style videos here recently, but it's getting warm. We're in mid-March. Let me get the sun out of your face. And a lot of you guys are starting up your pressure washing business for the season. Some of you guys are veterans, some of you guys are brand new. Head on over to southeastsoftwash.com, get your gear, supplies, chems, equipment, all that good stuff. But I wanted to give you guys a little freebie this morning. See this? This is a very insane dog, so he's probably going to be ruining some of this video. But that's my number one. I got you four, all right? And in true Baptist style, we're going to alliterate them. But these are the four big P's, big problems, big P's when you're out washing that can affect you. And this is not an all-inclusive list. This is just my list. And the very first one, things you can run into with boo-boos is pets, okay? People love their pets. Now, I like Prince, he's all right, but I don't love him. My cat's inside, the sissy cat. But people love their pets. And so when you guys are out there washing, the number one thing you want to watch out for, just the number one on this list, not number one of all lists and all importance, but it is pets. You got people's dog bowls and those are two things always move. The food and water bowl, move them away when you're washing. Usually it's going to be on the back deck or the porch or the patio or something. Move that stuff away. And I like to ask them to take the damn thing inside, because I couldn't tell you the times that I've had the dog like follow me around the yard and it's just annoying, and I'm just constantly having to think about their dog or their pet. So number one thing when we're out washing from the customer's perspective, what we don't want to do is come clean all this and then screw up something, and you damn sure don't want to screw up nothing in that pet world, because look, I'm telling you, people love their animals. That's number one. Here's number two on the list, and it's power. So number one was pets. Number two, power problems. And what I mean by that is getting bleach in anything electrical. Now, we're over here on the service side of the house, and this is a meter box. This stuff should be sealed up, right? It's outdoors. It's provided by the power company. This is just a little low data box for the sprinklers. We've got some other kind of box here. We've got some other kind of box down here. A lot of this stuff, this low voltage stuff, I'm not too worried about. But this, anything like that, that's big, and outlets in general, floodlights, anything powered. So bleach, if you guys don't know, is very conductive. Bleach will start a fire. And there's tons of guys out there that have started fires. And I've had snap, crackles, and pops before on an outlet several times. It's going to happen, but you want to do everything you can, sorry for the sun, to prevent that from happening. Pets, power. I'm like ultra nervous around outlets and any kind of, especially if the light's on, you know that's lit up, right? So you go to spraying and you get bleach back behind that mount right there, that's going to be a bad day. So tape all that stuff off, take your precautions when it comes to electrical power. Number three, now this one's going to be pretty rare. You're not going to wash a lot of houses that have ponds. Hey, like that, number 3P, ponds. But this is a big one. If you do come across a house with a pond, and if it's got fish in it, you got to be ultra careful around any kind of ponds or outdoor aquatic features. These fish, just here at mine, this is probably $7,000 or $8,000 worth of fish. And so if I get any SH in here and kill these fish myself, I'm gonna be mad at myself. But if you guys do it to a client, man, that can be a very bad day. And it's a very nice thing to have. But if you're targeting these higher end homes and higher end customers, they're gonna have more high end stuff, and that's usually more annoying. My back patio back there, I'm the guy that's got the TV and all the shit, and it's nice, but it's aggravating to wash around. And so be very careful, guys, around any ponds. If you do these, tarp them over. And a little pro tip, you can still do them. I don't look for these, okay? This makes me ultra nervous, but it can be done. I like to go ahead and go to the pond supply place, PetSmart, and what you can get is a aquarium starter kit, or a pond. If you're lucky, you can get an actual pond starter kit. What it is a dechlorinator, and you throw that in the water. It's just some extra added insurance. It's not gonna hurt the fish. It's made for the fish. And if you get a little overspray in there, I'm not saying that's a foolproof fix, but it can help to minimize a little overspray. This is a huge pucker factor, man. Be very careful. Number three is pond. All right, before we get into the last one, number four, I want to let you guys know we've got another serious starter event coming up the end of this month, or towards the end of this month. Links down below. We sold the last one out in February, had a great time. It was the first one of this year, and number two serious starter event for March is coming up. A few seats left. We've already sold about 3/4 of that class, and I don't think we've even like really advertised it. So go grab you a seat and join us in Series Starter. That's, I think it's the 21st and 22nd of March. And there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff, southeastsoftwash.com, links down below. But anyway, let's talk about number 4 right here, and it is paint. Paint. This is more common. If you're cleaning vinyl siding and stuff like that, it ain't gonna matter. But this vertical board and batten or hardy plank is notorious. That's a big question I get, is like, how do you clean hardy plank or whatever type of siding? It's not the siding, it's not the hardy plank. Your problems are the paint, the quality of paint, okay? And if you're in the game, you know that Sherwin-Williams has kind of got some paints that we don't like. They're organic based pigments and they cause a lot of problems, but it's not all Sherwin-Williams, and it's not very common. You could wash 100 houses and you don't even have a problem, but paint can be a problem. So anytime you're cleaning a painted surface, and we're doing a house wash, right, but it's a painted house, you got to be careful around the paint. Always do a test spot. That's going to give you an immediate answer. It blows my mind. The guys will spend 3 hours on YouTube and Facebook asking people, you know, what about this paint? Am I going to be okay? Dude, just do a test spot and you'll know instantly. Hell, you come back and let us know. There's no way a guy on the internet can blue skidoo to where you're at and tell you if that paint's going to be okay. The only way you're going to know for 100% sure is to just do a little test spot. And that's just pick you a little small place behind the air conditioner unit or somewhere out of the way, and test your mix and make sure you're not going to have an adverse paint reaction. Now, also, you can have oxidation issues with the paint. Now, my house has been painted probably 5 or 6 years ago, but there's already some sections on those sunny sides where I can tell it's oxidized. Probably nobody else would ever notice it, but I'm looking for that kind of stuff. And so it's due to be painted, right? You go out there and clean it and you don't understand that. The homeowner could say, you bleached my paint. That is a thing that is said, and it's not true. That is not what happened. It's not almost even possible, unless you're dealing with some of the Sherwin stuff. But you'll get that even on vinyl siding. People say, I bleached this vinyl side and changed the color. That's not what happened. It was oxidized and they disturbed the oxidation layer. Typically, that's more on painted surfaces. So that's it, guys. Pets, power, ponds, and paint. Be careful with your peas out there as you fire up this season. Go make a bunch of money, guys. Wash season is here. Time to, it's feast or famine in pressure washing. It's feast time. Go make some money. We'll see you guys in the next video.